Alrighty, welcome back to High on the Hog. I'm your host, Sorry Dillinger, alongside my dad co-host, John Dillinger, and we got another good one for you today.
Got a good show for you today.
Stepped on it again. I'm trying not to. I keep on. I can't stop. But yeah, it's week 10 in college football, the SEC more specifically, because the rest of football doesn't really matter. It just means more in the SEC. But yeah.
I mean, can you imagine being a Big Ten fan and the number one team in the league is Indiana?
That's a wild thing.
It's been kind of a wild year for college football all the way around, though. Even SEC,
Yeah.
A lot of upsets. Texas A&M is on top of the league right now. Vanderbilt's doing good.
Yeah.
It's just been kind of a wacky year for college football altogether.
Which it makes sense getting two new teams to shake up everything, but you'd think they're the ones shaking it up, but not really. I mean, Texas is doing as, most people would expect. Oklahoma's doing as most people would expect. But Vanderbilt came out of nowhere, and I'm happy for them. What a heartbreaking loss to Texas for Vanderbilt fans. 3 points.
Well, they had to score late, to make it 3, but they did, and I guess they tried the onside kick, and just didn't get it. Kicked it straight to the guys. It was a poorly executed onside kick, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. But, yeah, I think everybody had – not everybody, of course, but a lot of folks had predicted them to get kind of blown out.
Yeah.
And
no.
They're not getting blown out by nobody.
No one's blowing Vanderbilt out. They played so competitive, and I'm proud of Vanderbilt. But I would have really loved to see them upset them Longhorns. I mean, I think we both picked them, and we were almost right. We was a field goal away.
Yeah, I still want Texas to come into Fayetteville next Saturday.
Yeah,
defeated. But
with a bye week,
with our picks, if that's what we're going to say.
With a bye week this week, yeah, I think they'll do it.
Lose this week, so
yeah,
they are coming in undefeated.
They're coming in undefeated, and
fact.
Yeah, so what did
know what was going on?
How did our weeks or how did our picks fare out last week? Do you know?
I won. Seemed like I don't remember. I remember I looked at it Saturday night and just thought, okay, I won again, but I don't remember what I was won.
Well, I know we both picked Oklahoma to lose, and they did. We both picked Vanderbilt to win, and they didn't.
Right.
So I guess maybe.
I picked Bama to win.
Yeah, I picked Missouri.
And there was another one we were split on.
Kentucky, Auburn. I think I had.
You picked Auburn?
I think I picked Auburn.
Wow, that was dumb.
No, I picked Kentucky. I said give me the Wildcats.
Who won that game? I don't remember that.
I ain't got a clue. Anyways, y'all let us know who won in the comments. We have absolutely no idea, but this is, I'll be honest, not a.
Yeah, there ain't no money on our picks.
No, I'll be honest, it's not that exciting of a week.
This, though, but the real competition between us that matters is that I'm dominating the fantasy league.
Dominating is just not true.
I'm number 1. It's not tied. I'm number 1, 6-2, and I'm playing you this week.
We'll see.
You're down there in the. But you've come up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on a 3-game.
You're kind of in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, I'm tied for 3rd.
You went from first to worst, and now you're back up in the middle. So.
And listen, guys, I'm going wild this week. I've got Jacoby Myers as my starting wide receiver. And I'm putting David Njoku over, and I'm trying some stuff out at defense, and I might put Keon Coleman in. I don't know. We're trading up. I'm trying to get my worst players on their hot week for Dad because, he's going to score at least 130. So,
probably more like 150.
I just look. Y'all don't understand. Puka Nacua and Christian McCaffrey were my first and second pick. They've not played a single game.
They broke their stuff.
Except for Puka played last week and scored 18. So we'll see. All right, let's get into this week. Not an exciting week of college football this week, other than Arkansas, because we're exciting no matter who we play.
We're not gonna pick that game on this show, right?
No,
we don't do that, right?
We don't do that here.
Arkansas.
All right, let's go ahead. Maine, Oklahoma.
Maine, Oklahoma, what an exciting matchup.
2 dominant programs in college football this year.
Very similar programs. They're on a similar level.
That's just disrespectful. What did Maine do to you?
All right. Now, Oklahoma finally gets a chance to beat somebody.
They ain't getting nowhere else.
Maine's terrible. I don't even know what league they're in.
The CAA, Coastal Atlantic America. I have no idea.
That's a good guess. Yeah, so, I mean, surely if Oklahoma was to lose this game,
fire the fans.
Should be fired on the field, and Oklahoma should only play women's sports from now on.
They're great. Give me their softball team. We'll take that. But yeah, give me the Sooners. I mean, listen. If I check next week and Maine beat Oklahoma, I promise you, I won't make a face one. I'll be like, all right, well, I mean, it was a coin toss regardless. But
it is kind of
yeah. Florida, Georgia. This is the world's largest cocktail party.
Last, since it's the biggest game.
Dude, I mean, who cares about Florida? Who cares about Florida?
World's largest outdoor cocktail party.
Yep.
And then they changed the name of it back a few years ago when everything started getting politically correct, and you didn't want to say cocktail because it was talking about a school. And then they literally started selling alcohol at schools. So I get, but for some reason the announcers still don't call it that. But everybody knows that's what it's called.
Yeah.
They started.
I didn't even have to look up the name. I just know
the world's just largest outdoor party, maybe.
That's stupid. Do you know where the name comes from?
Because they had, I mean, it was, to them, this is an old, long-standing big rivalry.
Yeah.
Outside of the Florida-Georgia line, it's not probably considered as big as like the Iron Bowl.
No.
Maybe not even the Egg Bowl, for that matter. Mississippi State. I kind of enjoy watching that game. I think they got a really neat-looking trophy and stuff like that. But they would have an outdoor cocktail party. I mean, everybody's getting drunk and liquored up and everything, and it's kind of their deal was to
sound like Florida fans.
A lot of the students would dress up and make a big to-do of it.
Okay, well, that's pretty neat. I didn't know that. But yeah, Florida at Georgia. This is on ABC. This game's set to be at 3:30 p.m. That's not even Eastern Standard Time. What is that? Eastern Dominican Republic time?
Okay.
Whatever that means. I think it's 2:30 Central though.
No, it's yeah. You're right.
And so Florida at Georgia, give me them Bulldogs. I mean, I'm gonna say 45-17.
Everything. This game is played in Jacksonville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a neutral site, although I can't understand how it actually being in the state.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Texas Oklahoma game, supposed to be neutral site, but it's always in Texas,
Yeah.
But click on Florida. Let me see what they did last week.
So, okay, I wonder if we could have Arkansas-Texas game. I wonder if we could build a stadium in Texarkana, because that would be that'd be pretty cool. That'd be neat. Can't click on Florida. I can look them up though. Florida.
I just want to see what they did last week, because I'm fixing to try to do something here. I'm going to try to give you a shot. I'm going to try to pick Florida. Let me see if I can.
Wow, they have a terrible website.
I don't care what their gymnastics team.
I don't think anybody does. I don't think Florida fans do. I just seen it, yeah.
All right, so last week they played
Kentucky and beat the brakes off of them.
Let's go back. Let me tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to give you a good shot of winning this week. But Georgia's not been that impressive to me this year. As well as not, again, the top teams haven't really. Alabama's not been super impressive. They've got that big number 2 ranking on them. Remember what happened the last time they had a big top, 1 or 2 ranking on them?
Yeah.
They got beat. And last week, what did they do? Who did they play last week?
Texas beat them.
They beat Texas
30-15.
It was a closer game than that. They scored on them late. I want the Gators.
Wow.
I'm picking the Gators.
I'm telling you right now, That's a loss.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
I feel good about it. I don't even feel bad about it.
Georgia, early in the season, they were playing pretty bad. Actually, never mind. I just checked that. They almost lost to Mississippi State. Georgia sucks this week. Give me them Gators. Nah. Georgia's going to do their business. Florida's absolutely horrific this season.
My head says Georgia's probably going to win by 2 to 3 touchdowns, but my heart's pulling for the Gators. I want to see the SEC shorts
just go wild
next week, where because
not a single team favored to win.
It's Matt Mitchell. He does Florida in a robe.
Yeah,
every week.
Yeah.
So I want to see. Shout out to Matt Mitchell and his channel.
That dude's funny. All right, so I got Georgia. You got Florida.
LSU.
It's hilarious. I mean, you don't get a word out of it. University of Massachusetts.
Big time.
I just had a stroke. University of Massachusetts versus the Mississippi State Bulldogs, the actual Bulldogs.
We saw them dogs last week.
Yeah, we saw them dogs and we saw them hogs.
We kicked their teeth in.
And them hogs got a hold of them dogs, sent them home.
UMass is a historically bad program in football. There's no sense in looking them up. I don't care if Indiana is the best team in the Big Ten. There's no way UMass is good this year. I think this is another, kind of like the Oklahoma game. Where
we've got one next week. I can't hate on them for it.
Mississippi State has a decent offense. They have a bad defense, but their defense should be good enough to beat UMass. So I like the Bulldogs.
Yeah, give me the Bulldogs as well. I mean, this should be a 3-touchdown game for the Bulldogs. And then that game is going to be Saturday at 4:15 on Telemundo. Which is crazy that Mississippi State gets to play Massachusetts at 4:15, but Arkansas has got to play Texas at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it's because they're on a no-net. They're on SEC. Oh, that's SEC Network.
Yeah.
I thought they were on Plus.
No.
They're actually on a decent. That's a decent. You don't want to be on a SEC Network.
Yeah, but what are we on? We're on ESPN.
Yeah,
okay.
You want to be on ESPN or ABC.
Yeah.
They don't even do CBS games anymore, do they?
They do.
CBS still,
CBS is prime time.
30 SEC.
Yeah. They do. Well, actually, I might be seeing ABC. No, I don't know.
I haven't seen a CBS.
I don't. Now that I've seen the ABC right there, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Texas A&M.
Vern Lundquist and I didn't like the other guy. What was his name? But I liked Vern. He was good at calling them. Tim Brando, I think, used to maybe do that with him too. The Daniels guy, Gary Daniels.
Yeah.
Anyways.
A&M, South Carolina at Williams-Brice Stadium, I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
South Carolina?
Yeah, Williams-Brice Stadium. Where in South Carolina do they play?
They play in Columbia.
Columbia?
The capital.
I thought that was Missouri.
The capital of Missouri is Columbia as well. 2 Columbias as capital.
Both of them play in Columbia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So who plays in Columbus?
When they play each other, that'd be Ohio State.
Okay.
When they play each other, they should call that the Battle for Columbia, but they don't. I don't know.
He sailed the ocean blue. That was Columbus. Close enough.
What it's named after.
Yeah. Texas A&M, South Carolina. A&M, number 10th ranked team in the country. They're undefeated in conference play, sitting atop the SEC, going to I don't want to say a pitiful South Carolina team, but I'd be surprised if they have this coach next year. Give me them Aggies. I think they're going to handle this team 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns.
This is the week where I'm just going to not care if I win or not.
You just want to be there in case it does happen.
Yeah, I'm going to look like a genius or an idiot here. South Carolina's not bad.
They're not good.
If the good South Carolina shows up, they can beat Texas A&M. If the bad South Carolina shows up, they could get beat by 40. So, Saturday night, prime time, ABC, number 10 A&M coming into your home stadium. If South Carolina Gamecocks, if they've got any strut in them at all, they should be on the ball Saturday night. I'm picking the Gamecocks.
I'll say this about South Carolina. They've got one of my favorite plays in college football history when they're playing Michigan and they the ref spotted Michigan's. It was fourth down, fourth and like a yard, and it was clearly. I mean, the cameras, the crew that's announcing the games, like, what are they doing? The ball was that short of the first down marker. The announcers are like, they're just giving Michigan the game right here. And so they give Michigan the first down. The next play, their nose guard runs straight up the middle, forces a fumble, takes the ball, and wins them the game. And so they've got one. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but I did. And so, I hope South Carolina avenges Arkansas's loss, but I'd rather Texas A&M look like a dominant program, because the problem I have with your statement is if South Carolina's good team can beat Texas A&M, why couldn't Arkansas?
Arkansas is good. Arkansas could have, and we actually should have won that game.
Yeah.
We just,
because we didn't play bad. We just didn't play great.
No, it was a close game, and we just lost it there at the end. Had the chance, just like in the LSU game. And I know the LSU score looked bad at the very end, but with 5 minutes to go in that game, we had the ball, albeit at the 1 or 2 yard line, but we had the ball with a chance to, if we score, take the lead. And then we give up 2 cheap, quick scores because we fumbled there at that 1 or 2 yard line. And in the Texas A&M game, we had plenty of chances to win that game and just didn't do it.
Yeah, we gave LSU the ball twice within like their 25 yard line. So a lot closer than it looked. All right, we got Kentucky at Tennessee, number 7th ranked Tennessee, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Got a lot of Tennessee fans probably watching the podcast this week. Who you got?
This is a unusual rivalry for folks in the West. We don't, why would Kentucky, Tennessee be a big, I could see it being a basketball rivalry, but football, really, yeah. No, it actually is. Football rivalry with a lot of history. Going back, forever. So it is a big game. It's obviously bigger for Kentucky than it is Tennessee.
Yeah.
Just like the Tennessee-Alabama game is bigger for Tennessee than it is Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do think that they are
getting there.
Both of them consider each other their main rival. I know Nick Saban said about Tennessee that they were their biggest rival.
Yeah.
And bigger than Auburn, of course. So, but Kentucky's not on that level. But they do want to beat Kentucky. You don't want to lose at home as a top 10 team. I think the Vols will get it done. I want the Vols.
I go along with that same sentiment. Kentucky's not looking great this year. Their head's not in their program. It's in Arkansas's. We live rent-free in every single one of their comment sections talking about Calipari. They cannot escape Calipari leaving them for Arkansas. They're like, he's terrible. I don't know. I cannot wait to play Kentucky and beat them by double digits.
Teams are looking pretty good.
Man, Boogie Flan.
He's a real deal.
He's one and done.
That big dude, it's refreshing to see a big man down in the post, and that's what Calipari said he's going to do.
Yeah, he said he's not allowed to shoot 3 points.
Camp out at the 3 and just chase down long rebounds. He wants him to be a beast inside, and he looked very impressive to me in the Kansas game. Yeah,
we got a really good basketball team, but
who you want in this game?
To get back into this, Kentucky at Tennessee, Neyland Stadium.
Come on.
What are we doing here?
Pick one upset.
What are we doing here? If I'm picking an upset, give me Maine, but this is not the game that I'm doing it. Tennessee's going to, wipe the floor with Kentucky. Tennessee's a good program. I've got a lot of respect for Tennessee. I got a lot of love for them. If I had to pick a second team, it'd be Arkansas and whoever's playing Ole Miss, but Tennessee's somewhere up there.
Rocky Top Tennessee. How's that your fight song? It's awesome, but
I can't. I don't care. That's the best. That's the best song in college football. That and West Virginia's, but it's not even for them. But
you know that when John Denver's singing "Almost Heaven," West Virginia.
Yeah, it's not for
West Virginia.
West of Virginia.
He's talking about the west part of Virginia.
Yeah, and great. It's awesome because West Virginia uses that in all their stuff. It's like, dude, he care less about you. All right, we saved the best for last. Vanderbilt, Auburn.
Oh, that's the one you skipped.
Yeah. I mean, I'm skipping Vanderbilt's my number 2, baby.
We're gonna close with Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
every
we love Vanderbilt over here. Look, Vanderbilt and Razorback fans, we're one and the same. We're 2 peas in a pod.
You want me to pick it first?
It doesn't matter to me. Vanderbilt's playing at Auburn, 12:45 or 11:45 Central Time. It's at Jordan Hare. Okay, so I was pronouncing the wrong one incorrectly. Okay. Jordan.
Put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Jordan Hare Stadium, which is, anyways, Jordan Hare Stadium at is Auburn?
Just like John in the Jordan.
Auburn's a city? Okay, I didn't know if it was supposed to be in Birmingham or wherever, or somewhere around there.
Birmingham is where.
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah,
it's close to. Close to Birmingham.
Jordan Hare Stadium, Auburn, although 9 times better than Arkansas.
Who?
Auburn. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, they're 9 times better than us.
Is good at math.
Although they are better than us and we're better than Vanderbilt, give me them Commodores. I think the Commodores ought to treat Auburn like this is a gimme game. Take them and behind the woodshed. Give me Vanderbilt by 2 touchdowns.
So, in this game, did Auburn win last week?
That's a good question.
They played who? We said it a while ago.
No, it wasn't Ole Miss. It was Kentucky.
I think they played Kentucky.
Yeah, we just don't know who won. They won 24-10.
Yeah, I was thinking that they played pretty good last week. So here's the thing about this game. My heart wants to pick them Doors, but my head is kind of telling me Auburn played better last week. Auburn's at home this week. Hugh Freeze, although I don't think is in danger of getting fired even if they lose out. His seat is definitely hot, warming up.
Well, I mean, you could be
to the point that no matter what happens, if they don't have a good team next year, he may get fired in the season. Hugh Freeze is the kind of guy that he's gonna see this game as a must-win. We've got to beat Vanderbilt because there's not many people left on our schedule we can beat. And so, with all that being said and done, I think Vanderbilt's the better team, and I want the Doors.
I want the Doors too. I think Vanderbilt's outright.
I like the quarterback. He's a fighter.
Davia.
He's a go-getter.
Diego Pavier.
He looked like. Well, that probably wasn't. I was going to make a Dora the Explorer joke. Probably shouldn't do that.
No, that's not politically correct there, John.
Yeah. Get canceled.
Yeah.
But you got to be known to be canceled.
Oh, look. I ain't worried about us getting canceled. Vanderbilt, they're genuinely just a really good SEC team.
You did call Tennessee the Violent Queers on here.
Well, I mean, hey, if I offend them, that'll be okay, but we can't make Dora the Explorer jokes. That's
Go Diego, go. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He's my partner.
Look, that's definitely racist, but I do like his name's Diego, I think.
I mean, you don't think anybody in that dude's life has ever called him Go Diego, go, or said that to him? Diego
Pavier. So, hey, look, I got it right too.
Yeah.
No, honestly, that's definitely racist. That's a good nickname though. That's a good nickname. Go Diego, go.
Hodge twins wouldn't have thought that was racist.
No, Tony Hitchcliffe wouldn't either. He's in some hot water right now, though. Anyways, Vanderbilt's the better team. Give me them Commodores. As always, the podcast, that's what we do now. It's a podcast. They call it that. It's always sponsored by Shelter Insurance, if you weren't aware. And if you're needing insurance for any reason, like, hey, maybe you just got a new car. Maybe you just bought a new house. Maybe you're getting into farm. Maybe you need an annuity. Maybe you need the life. Maybe you plan on dying.
Insurance company has doubled your insurance rates in the last, 6 months.
And am I right?
Give me a call.
Am I right in saying that Shelter doesn't do that to you?
Well, I mean, we go up, but we're not going to ever double you. You know, we ain't ever took a rate increase like that.
That was I was giving you a chance to lie to everybody and say, no, we'd never go up.
I don't do that.
Nah. But Shelter Insurance is the sponsor, licensed in 3 different states.
Arkansas, Tennessee, and Missouri.
Arkansas, Tennessee, and Missouri, if you didn't get that right. All SEC places, too, if you weren't aware. And so, but yeah, get your insurance at Shelter Insurance, Dillinger Agency in Harrisburg, Arkansas. Other than that, check out our next video.
We're gonna be breaking down the Hogs and Little Sis game coming up, and we'll do our picks on that one.
A lot of intensity in that one too, so it's going to be a really good one to watch because, I mean, I've got a lot of hate for Ole Miss. So check out what we say for the game. Thank you all. God bless and go Hogs.
Jesus saves.
Whoa, pig, baby.